Hello everyone, it's me, DELONGPRE, and welcome back to another video. This time around, we're gonna be doing Kimchi Chic Beauty, the review.
She's an icon, she's a legend, and she is the moment. Now come on now.
So, as you guys know, I've been obsessed with kimchi for the longest time. Not just the brand, but the actual person behind the brand. Kimchi was first featured on season 8 of RuPaul's Drag Race, where she placed second/third respectively. And since then, she has created Kimchi Chic Beauty, one of now the most prominent brands in drugstores. If you go to Walgreens or CVS, you've probably seen Kimchi Chic Beauty right next to Maybelline and Revlon. I personally love kimchi so much. Kimchi Chic Beauty, Trixie Cosmetics, these brands that the queens are creating, it just gives me so much joy and love and hope in the world that irregardless of who you are, people are gonna love you and your products because of the fact that you are so good and talented and not because of any other reason. You know what I mean?
Period, bitch! Period!
I have already had so many of these products in my collection. As you guys know, I've used Kimchi Chic so many times. From the Two Queens One Desert collection to just some of the base products. I've used them in so many videos and so many pictures and photo shoots, from the stained glass windows to the Euphoria Part 2 to so many. I mean, the list goes on and on how many looks I've done using kimchi products. So I've had so much of this stuff already in my repertoire. This isn't necessarily going to be a yay or nay review. More so, like, this video is really the appreciation of Kimchi Chic Beauty. I don't think they have anything that necessarily I'm going to nay per se, but it is more so shedding spotlight on the brand. So I will start off the video by saying I am now a brand affiliate with Kimchi Chic Beauty. Finally, a major beauty brand sees something in me that I've been trying to show to the world forever. I love kimchi and I can't wait to show you guys even more products that I have on the way in more makeup looks. If you guys want to save some money, they did give me a discount code to give to you guys, and it is the code DELONGPRE for 15% off your whole order. So with all of that being said, let's get into drag, shall we? So first things first, of course, we're going to go in with the Kimchi Chic effing primer. This effing primer is supposed to be completely mattifying and going to be kind of like that makeup base that you need in order to make sure that your makeup lasts all day, whether you're on stage like yours truly, or if you're just in the heat, California sun, Arizona sun. This is supposed to really mattify the face. A lot of these products are very mattifying when it comes to face base, so just keep that in mind if you have more of a dry to combination skin type, because that will make it look a little bit more cakey. But for our oily to combination skin types, I think this will genuinely help your face. Okay, so hello, jump skip. So as you guys can see, I have my wig cap on. I have this little smudge of foundation just because if you see my TikToks or my YouTube shorts, you understand. And I just went in with the 125 medium dark foundation shade in the really good foundation from Kimchi Chic Beauty. I'm going to take this little streak. I'm just going to go ahead and blend out the rest of my face. Again, so this is the really good foundation from Kimchi Chic Beauty, and I personally enjoy this foundation a lot. With a really good foundation by Kimchi Chic Beauty, it is medium to full coverage and it is definitely buildable. You can definitely add, you know, a little bit to make it a little bit more sheer, or you of course could add the full pumps like I do and make it a little bit more full coverage. Now, this is the most concealer in medium tan, more specifically number 11 for me. And this is a little bit more on the lighter side. I would say it brightens a little bit. It's like 1 to 2 shades lighter than my actual skin tone, but I actually use the most concealer more than I use a really good foundation by Kimchi Chic. I think I really do like the consistency of the concealer. I do like the more thicker concealers that add a little bit more coverage, especially in my mustache and beard area. It really does help cover all of that, as well as under the eye, making sure those bags and those creases really go away. Just applying it to all of the necessary areas, like of course on my mustache line, under my eyes, my nose, and my forehead. Very important places to of course put concealer. And then just going back in with my beauty blender and blending that all out. I know it's a really full coverage foundation concealer day when all of my beauty marks start getting covered up by said foundation and concealer girl. I have such the masculine urge to just shave off my brows. I feel like they're just getting in the way at this point every time I try to get into drag. The foundation and the concealer's on. It is time to go in with powder and then do my brows off camera because that's not using Kimchi products. But we are gonna go in with the Puff Puff Pass setting powder. I already have it open so I can't show it too much or it's gonna spill, but hopefully y'all can see that. It says Puff Puff Pass. I have been using the Puff Puff Pass powder puff this whole time for my brows, and now we're gonna use it for the actual powdering of the face. Now going in with my Puff Puff Pass setting powder. Oh, I put a lot. Oh no.
Well, hold on on that. Hold on. Now hold on.
I will say, if there's one thing I do prefer in powders, it is scent. I really do enjoy when a powder has a good scent, and Puff Puff Pass has a really good scent. Do I grab for this powder all the time?
Well, no.
But I do think it is a very solid powder. Again, it's one of the more mattifying powders. So it is in my collection for the mattifying days that my skin is super, super oily. But typically if I go in with the foundation and concealer, I don't go in with the Puff Puff Pass powder just so I don't overdo it on the mattifying. You know what I mean? Okay, we'll be right back. Brows are on. It is time to get into the eyes of it all. First, I'm going to go in with the Stage Proof Setting Spray by Kimchi Chic Beauty just to give a little bit more life to the face after all that powdering and to set the brows. And already that brought so much life back into the face.
Okay.
For the eyeshadow palette, of course, I'm going to go in with the Kimchi Chic 2 Queens 1 Desert palette. I have used this palette so many times on my pages. Very, very beautiful color story. We're just going to get straight into the look because eyes could take forever if I'm not careful. Of course, first, P. Louise base in Broomer Zero. Of course, I'll always give credit where credit is due. Nikki Tutorials and Mama Mitchell are the two people that really got me into P. Louise, and this base, baby. I've been using this base since I discovered it through them back in 2019. It is just that good, and P. Louise isn't as expensive as you would think it is. I got these through Morphe when they were with Morphe, $15 each. So yes, it is expensive for an eye base, but I think as an overall product in the beauty world, it's not that expensive. Okay, so I was initially walking into tonight like, what the hell am I going to do? There's honestly a lot of different color stories in this palette that I could choose from, and I really want to do a more colorful eyeshadow look. So I'm just going to start off in 6 p.m. Sky, that gorgeous darker blue. It's almost like a cobalt blue. And we're going to put that directly on the outer corner. I think I have an idea of what I might do, but we're going to keep going. And I'm just stippling this on to the outer corner, kind of fanning it out towards the tip of my brow. And we're going to do the same to the inner corner of the eye. Of course, we got to blend her out, but she'll be fine. To blend her out, we're going to go in with the Morphe M506 brush. I'm going to go in with Oasis, which is this gorgeous little light baby blue. And I'm just going to put that on the higher part of the eye in that little space, using it to kind of fan. That way we have a nice transition of blues. I'm going to go in with a little pencil brush here, the M124 brush, and I'm going to go in hard decisions. I'm gonna go in with Mojane, this like key lime color. We have a lot of light greens, we have some like more olivey greens, and this is the more key lime green. And I'm just going to put that almost like a rainbow round, and it's gonna give you kind of like a neon effect, which I think is gonna be really, really cool right now. Now, I remember from my initial use of 2 Queens 1 Desert that I do enjoy this palette a lot, But my only complaint was that it felt like, yes, the entire theme is 2 Queen, 1 Desert. So you expect it to be more desert tone with the greens and the browns. And then of course the oasis aspect of like the palm trees and the water and all that. But I do wish there was more different shades of blue in here. There's only 2 matte shades of blue and then 1 shimmer. We deserved more blue in this palette. And of course there's some shades in this palette that just won't show up on me. So in this palette, I know that Highland Avenue, Mocha, and Summer Switch, they don't show up on me like that. Mud Mask, yes, because it's more orange based. Redlands, yes, because it's more red based. But Summer Switch has a really hard time showing up for me. I had to pack it with Mixed and Savannah and Mad Maxine for this more natural look. I did a long time ago, like 2 years ago now. But overall, this palette does show up on me and it has good pigment. As you guys can see right here, it is looking is showing up so hard right now to the party. Next up, we're gonna go in with a little Dwarf Desert Pea. And we're just gonna use this to kind of fade all the way up to the brow. Okay, so we have the outer shell kind of figured out right now. I'm gonna go in to the center now. And this is the part that's kind of scaring me because I'm like, ugh, what do I do for the center? And I think from what my heart is telling me, I'm gonna first blend a little bit more Oasis now, but into that center just so we have that good crossfade of blues. And with that cross-faded of blue, I think it is time to do another green. So I think we're gonna go in with Cactus, this like slime green color. It's almost like it's a more yellow based green, but we'll see how it looks with this blue. But my fear is that maybe it's too light and it won't show up on my skin tone. But we'll see. We're gonna put this 3, 2, 1. Oh.
And oh.
Well, excuse me. So we're gonna go back into the palette and I'm just gonna grab another brush here. This is the Morphe M456 brush. I'm gonna go ahead and just do a little bit of I'm Not Yokin' Bitch, which, okay girl, calm down. And it's gonna be this one right here. It's like a neon yellow. And we're just gonna put that right above Mojane. Last thing I kind of want to do for this look, I typically don't do liquid liners. I do have some Kimchi Chic liquid liners on the way. Let me know if you guys want to see those later on. I probably will use them at some point in time. I do liquid liners. I use my House Laboratory. I use my House, hello? I use my House Laboratories liquid liner. I'm just going to very carefully, I'm probably not going to be in frame, put the eyeliner on without messing up. Okay, let's see. She's not terrible. She's not a terrible wing, but she could be better. Okay, so we have a little bit of a cat eye moment going on right now. I kind of live for it. We have this gorgeous blue-green eye going on. I think the best way to kind of encapsulate it on top before we get into the lower lash line, I'm just gonna go in with a little bit of the Canteen, which is the actual blue shimmer shade in the palette. And we're just going to put that in the interconta. Not over the cat eye, but like where the blue meets the cat eye. With all of that on, I think it's best. I was originally gonna go in with a white liner on the under eye, but since I have black line on top, it's only right that I go in with black on the bottom. So going in with my NYX liner pencil, I'm just gonna put the black on the bottom of the eye. Add more depth to the lower eye. Look at that. Look at that smokiness. With all of that on, I think what we're gonna do is we're just gonna kind of mimic what we have going on top. We're just gonna put the blue, we're just gonna put the 6 p.m. sky under, and then we're also gonna put the Mojane under. Staying away from the shimmers just because I don't want to deal with the shimmers on the under eye. And just like that, the eye is on, okay? She came out so much better than I was intending for it to, guys. I am going to do the other eye off camera and then we will get back to the makeup look. Alright guys, here is the finished eye look using the Two Queens One Desert palette. It's giving vibrant, it's giving blue and green and gorgeousness, and I'm enjoying it a lot. I love a good blue-green moment, especially with this little cat eye moment that we got going on. I'm really hoping that this goes well with the wig that we chose, but we're gonna hope and pray. So now it's finally time to move on from the eyes. We're gonna go directly in with the Thaler bronzer. So my Thaler bronzer's in I Went to Maui, number 5. And I use this literally all the time. This is genuinely my main bronzer. I've kind of stepped away a little bit from the contouring on camera, just so it's not as harsh. But during performances, I definitely contoured. We got this side with the bronzer, this side without the bronzer. A little bit more warmth and a little bit more definition on this side versus this side where it's just flat. I would say the worst fallout so far of any of the products was actually the bright green I have on the center of this halo eye, Cactus, as I believe what it's called. Yep. We have Cactus, which I think has the most fallout, and then the Thaler bronzer always gives me a little bit of fallout. So I would say the fallout for the bronzer, not that bad. I think it's just because I go in so heavy with the bronzer that it tends to fall out. But that Cactus shade, because I think it's such a soft shimmer, it is of course going to be a little bit more pliable and a little bit more fallout-esque, but of course that doesn't excuse it. Still has a little bit of fallout. Alright, Morphe E62 brush. I'm just going to go in to the nose. Kimchi has this pretty much this giant Thaler line of blush, highlighters, and bronzers. Why are they called Thaler? I'm not really sure, but this is the Thaler blush duo in number 4 Cheeky. And I think for today we're gonna go in with the more bolder pink. The lighter pink is good, it just, these two are very, very pigmented, and powder pinks don't necessarily look good on my skin tone, so I tend to stay away from powder pinks. But this one and the other one I have that's like purple and orange, those ones are really, really good. But they are so pigmented, guys. Like, that was just one stipple. And I don't know if you can see it on camera, but that is a blush, okay? To the temples. And then bringing it over here. So, blush is on. It is time for highlight. Personally, one of Kimchi's best formulas is her Thaler highlighters. This is a Trixie Mattel X Kimchi highlighter. Look at it, guys. It is so stunnalina. I love these like diamond sharp type like highlighters. So I'm gonna go in with just a thin brush here, and I'm gonna go in with Kimchi's side, and I'm just gonna put that on the nose. Since it is more blue based, it's gonna go great with this look. Stunning. Oh, and that's just on the nose. It is so stunning on the face. I love.
Two velo. Period. Two velo.
On to, I think, what is our last thing, the lipstick. Now I have a couple butter lippies here. I have a dark red one. We're not going to use a dark red one. No, no, no. I could use a brown nudie one. That could work. But I think, just to keep on the theme of like the collabs and then the solo items, we're gonna do the Plastique. Plastique X Kimchi in NS3. So this is kind of like a gloss liquid lipstick that Kimchi and Plastique Tiara kind of collaborated on. There's two of them, this more brownie orange one and then this nudie one. The nudie one doesn't look good on me by itself, but this brownie orange one, oh baby, it does. Okay, so we have our lip on. How are we feeling about it? It's a little bit more on the orangey, nudie side, so I'm not really sure. For gloss, we're going in with the Maybelline Lifter Gloss. Maybe it was just missing a little gloss. Let's see. Okay, I think the gloss really did help the lip look come together a little bit better. But with that, the actual makeup look is done. So let me go put on some drag. First things first, of course, setting spray. Mattifying setting spray once again. Oh, setting spray on. Let me go put on a look and I will see you guys in a second. Okay, so here's the finished look. I know I scared y'all with like, what hair am I going to wear? Y'all saw me in this same look last week, so I don't know why I was acting like you guys are going to be so surprised. But this is the finished look using just Kimchi Chic Beauty. I have to say again, I have loved this brand for years and I am so excited to see where Kimchi takes Kimchi Chic Beauty going on. Everything on my face, of course, is going to be a yay. I don't have any negatives to say about any of these products except for just beware of some fallout here and there. But everything is so well priced, well pigmented, and really suited mainly, honestly, for more the oily to combination skin types for the face base, and then everything else is pretty much for everybody. There's a shade for everybody in Kimchi Chic Beauty. There is high pigments, there is high quality for such reasonable prices, in my opinion. You guys can save money using my code DELONGPRE for 15% off at checkout. It would not only benefit you, but you're showing your support not only to the brand, but also to your girl for giving all your recommendations. If you like this video, please be sure to give it a big thumbs up. If you want to see more great videos like this, be sure to hit that subscribe button down below. I post when I post at this point. Truth be told, I graduate in 2 weeks from the time of filming this video, so please be on the lookout for more Mimi DeLongPre content. I do post, however, quite frequently now on my Instagram stories and on my Instagram in general, so if you want to see more of me, just go follow my Instagram. It's going to be at the end of the video and it's going to be linked in the bio. So until next time, Heads DeLongPre, it's Mimi DeLongPre, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye!